Hey everyone, it's Jay Cross here. Wanted to do a video showing the difference between the elemental troop and the salamander. See a side-by-side view of how they fight mammoths and pigs, some of their different shots, and also wanted to look at the Wikipedia. As you can see here, your salamander is given to you a lot earlier on in the game, which is very useful when you're ranked around level 40, doing battles and leveling up, defeating the missions. Very useful unit. It doesn't have any immunities like the elemental troop does. The elemental troop is immune to cold, so you can take it in the wastelands and it won't lose hit points. It's also immune to being frozen and fire, so it's not going to take, you can't freeze this unit, and it's not going to have fire, consistent fire damage or DOT damage with fire. His hit point damage defense is 75% against fire. Both of them are well defended against fire. Same here, 75%, 50 being his HP, and his armor 25%. You get a little higher defense over here with the elemental trooper than you do with the salamander. The salamander cost 50 nanopods, and the elemental troop is 60 nanopods. So I want to compare their shots real quick. You have 3 shots that are available to the salamander, and you have 4 shots that are available to the elemental troop. Okay, I don't know why everything's lagging so badly here. Okay, I want to do a side-by-side of this, so bear with me while this thing's being a little slow. Okay, you get, on the salamander, you got 3 basic shots. This being the beatdown shot is its most powerful hit that you'll see in just a few minutes, and it has the effects of 100% chance of fire damage for 3 turns. Notice the damage here is different than fire for the beatdown. The rest of the shots, dang, this is terrible. The rest of these shots damage type is fire. Has basically 2 different patterns with its flame, which can shoot all 3 rows here, or the 2 rows adjacent to it and the row in the center, if you're just talking about the flame tanks. Neither of these units hit air, but the elemental troop can hit the LTA, which is those hot air balloons type units that you see there. The salamander is only going to be effective on the front row. Out of these 3 shots, only the flame tank that shoots the pattern straight back will work from the second row back. Both of the other shots are going to require this unit to be on the front row to work. So when you come over here, you see that you have the flame pistol, the fire pistol, and the ice pistol. Now the cool thing about the elemental troop is not only does it have the chance to damage with fire, it also has the ability to freeze a unit, which, you know, if you freeze a unit, then that means you're going to get the max possible damage on that unit. So normally when you would hit rank 4, normally on this shot you'd get 60 to 81 damage times 2. Well, if the unit is frozen, that means you're going to get the max damage on that as well. So let's look at the video together and see just how effective these guys are. Alright, you can see here I'm going to line them up back to back to kind of compare these two. We'll start with I want to start with mammoths because they have pretty high health. But these two units can take out mammoths relatively quickly. The Salamander, the only shot you're going to get is the long shot here, is this attack here, whereas the Elemental Troop, you can hit all the way to the back row. If he's on the front, you can hit all the way to the back row with all of his shots. The Elemental Troop will have all of its shots available to him by rank 6. You may be able to get all of them by 5, but I think it's 6 where it opens up his last ability shot where you have all of them. Alright, you can see the damage that's done. Yeah, that got a crit in a 96. So already both shots were pretty much the same. I want to use the Salamander's punch here to show you how powerful this is. 163 followed by 101. So 264 damage with one punch with flame. And you see I froze him and it got a crit of 170 damage. So, and my Elemental Troop's only rank 4 where my Salamander is maxed, is at rank 6. So I want to go to the Boar Badlands and kind of show you the how effective they are with their different shots and ranges. One thing you're going to get, you're going to want to be more careful for on your Salamander is placement, because the shot that shoots in front, it shoots directly in front of it, and the two adjacent shots. So you get more flexibility with the Elemental Troop of hitting wherever you want on the board. You don't have that flexibility with the Salamander. But let's see. You see how you froze here? Well, the freeze also gives a good amount of damage all the way around that square, and then you can flame, and those units are all going to take the fire damage, and the ones that you've frozen are going to take more damage as well. Now the Salamander, it has 3 different shots here, as you can see, and this flame punch. I want to show you the flame punch again because it's the most powerful hit. 217 followed by 135. So that is pretty powerful. And then with DOT damage, that unit would probably have died anyway. But you see I use the wide powder flame right there, and it takes down units very quickly, very effectively. And this flame, now the Elemental Troops, let's do its freeze unit again. Its freeze shot here. Let me use this one. You can see you got 60, 80, and then a 40. So it's not as powerful as the flame punch that you get from the Salamander. Wow, look at see freezing just sometimes just freezing the unit kills it. Both of these have different strengths. The Elemental Trooper I like because it has a lot more armor, and you can use it pretty much anywhere you want on the board. Do remember on the back row, it's not as effective on the back row because it can't hit, but it will only be able to hit on the first row. So you want it at least on the middle or first row with the Elemental Trooper. I usually put it on the row behind, just to give it a little bit more defense back there. Plus, you got flexibility to shoot where you want to. Just to recap, the Salamander, you're going to have to put it on the front row. It can withstand the punishment of being on the front row, so it'll hold up as long as you rank it up to like 3 or higher. It'll be a lot stronger unit. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel and leave a comment if there's a comparison you want to see. Let me know that as well. Thanks guys for watching.